Can you state your name for the camera?
Yes, sir. Incredible Tut.
This is after the fact. So how you feel about your preparation leading up to the slam?
I speak for the people. These transparency talks for those that see through. I see you. Praying for sight like an eagle. Soaring for sights from heights. Portraying pictures unperceivable. You really that deceivable?
I feel good. I work well under pressure and maybe become at times too reliant on being able to work well under pressure. So that can be a little bit of procrastination too, maybe a nice way to say that.
One of the club's finest. When I say he comes up and blazes absolutely every time, we are in for a treat. Can we give it up for the Incredible Tut?
I felt like I prepared very well. I did a lot of research leading up to before, especially being new to the whole slam poetry scene. And I feel like I embodied what I wanted to embody.
Welcome to The Journey, when we follow an artist from point A to point B. Coming up next, we have Incredibul Tut. Let's follow a poet preparing for his first major slam, Charm City in Baltimore. We will follow this artist leading up to the slam. We will see his progress and where he's at on his journey for his first major slam. The Journey. Can you state your name for the camera?
Yeah, for sure. My name is, but everyone knows me as Incredibul Tut.
So, The Journey is a series where we follow you point A to point B. So, what are we following you to? What are you getting ready for?
So I'm getting ready for this slam, Charm City. It's down in Baltimore, January 28th. So that's what we ready for now, for sure.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna need you to put some energy in the air and please show your love for Incredibul Tut.
What's going on, y'all? Yeah. Got some new shit. I'll get right into it.
So before we get back to the Charm City, how did this journey start? When did you fall in love with poetry or lyricism in general? The writing word. When did you start writing anything?
I wrote my first rap maybe around like middle school, playing around here and there. Had a homie in high school, used to be sitting in class writing. Found out he wasn't taking notes. He was, writing raps. Started doing that with him. Rap after school. I got out of high school, started performing. Moved to Los Angeles. Did my thing out there. Came back here. Was able to, travel, around the world, things like that. Now this is all with music. I did music from at least probably 10, 15 years. And through life, I really just slowed down. I was chilling for a minute. I was really kind of going more toward the regular life, just staying out of the way. And then I had some things happen. My grandmother passed. My father passed a couple weeks later. I really needed an outlet, but something I wasn't sure what I needed. I just was looking for anything, and I stumbled into poetry. I went to an open mic one night, and I saw Ace, I saw Gary, I saw E the Poet. Man, it was so many people, and it hit me in a different way. And I went, for a couple weeks, and I was just watching. I wasn't even thinking anything about poetry. I saw Bro Life, he performed one night, and he said he had an event coming up. He was asking if anybody wanted to perform. So I just went up and talked to him afterward, and it really just started from there. He said, I'm forever grateful. Shout out to Life, Night with Words. And yeah, everything now is just started from there.
Hello, people. It's your boy, L1 da Philosopher, a.k.a. Link.
This is Top 20.
This is Philly's Top 20.
This is the Top 20 of Philly poets.
This person, you know, we cool. We cool. All, remember, fans voted, right? People in the community, don't be looking at Link. You know. We have Incredibul Tut, number 4 in the first team all poetry. Shout out to him, man. The work's working. I mean, what they talk about? The work's working upon us, baby. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm getting a little egregious.
So Tut is one of my favorite poets. Tut is like, so Tut knocked off my number 1. And so right now, Tut is number 1 for me.
Incredible is, I think, one of the most complex poets. Like if I hear Tut, I already know I gotta like open up my brain. It's time to like listen.
His lyrics, you have to listen to every word, not even every bar. You have to listen to every word to catch what Tut is saying.
Incredibul Tut is one of my favorite poets. Like he's just really, his pen is just crazy, his confidence on the stage. And I also like that he has so much substance in his work.
So, Philadelphia, they just dropped the top 20 list poets of Philly.
Yeah.
And which ranked really high on the list.
Man.
I guess, how do you feel? Where did you rank?
Man, well, salute to L1 NK Poetry, man. L1 Poetry, man, that was honestly, it was a big thing for me. Like, being one of the best and recognized as one of the best writers, especially in Philly to start, is major to me. Like, that's everything. I take this very serious. Like, this art, it means a lot to me, more than I can even put in words, as good as I am with the words. So being recognized by my peers and the people that I highly respect and that inspire me, it's a dope feeling, man. And to be honest with you, I know I have a lot of work to do. I have so much respect for the art that, wherever people rank me, even if it was number 1, I know that I still have work to do. So I'm very pleased. Number 4 overall in the city, you know what I mean? Coming from uptown, I done lived in Los Angeles for 6 years. Came back here, moved to Atlanta for a little bit, came back here, and I found poetry found me, and everything. This whole ride has been amazing, man. So, shout out to everyone that's been involved, man. Shout out to L1 Poetry, man, because, like I said, what he's doing in the city, documenting everything, like this is, we talk about it, but no one's doing it anywhere, like he's doing it. So, big respect to that, and just being part of that, it's an amazing feeling, man. I'm just grateful.
So, you've been performing more, getting more features, hitting more cities. So what is your mindset of preparing for your first? Is this your first out of town slam?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So traveling out of town to Baltimore, that is a slam culture city. What is your mindset? Is it like write every day? Is it like pace yourself, let it come to you? Like how are you working through this?
Yeah, so this whole poetry game, like, man, I've been studying the art since I first started coming around. Like I said, we talk about Poet Bull being, up there as number 1. If that's Mike, then I'm Bean. You know what I mean? I'm studying his game. I'm studying everyone's game. And I'm taking the same thing in the Charm City. I just wrote my first poem a couple months ago. You know what I mean? And I never shy away from that because, being able to resonate with people in a short amount of time and knowing that all of the study and the dedication and research that I put into this, I'm prepared for anything. So I know the skill level that Charm City brings out is people all over the world coming, to compete, and some of the best writers and writers that I have the utmost respect for, that I look at and I used to look at one point and be like, man, I don't think I'm able to do that, you know what I mean? So now being able to share a stage with them people and show what I can do, all the writing, all the work that I put in, those sleepless nights, when I told my mother I was gonna be a great writer, like these are times like that, you know what I mean? I'm big on building a legacy. I think this is just the beginning of, what I'm building now. So Like I said, we're going from Apex to Charm City, and we're just gonna keep rocking with whatever's coming with it. But yeah, we ready for everything. Looking forward to it.
Using open mics to perfect your pieces, how's that process going?
It feels good. I think practice is the biggest component to this whole thing, and repetition. So being able to do the poems in front of people is different, because you can sit there and practice it in the mirror all day, and when you stand there, you got all eyes on you. It's like it's a different feeling. The pressure's on, and so that was definitely a good first run. I feel like I needed to get that off. Like the first run would be like the cringe drinks. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like you got to get through that to get to the greatness. So I'm glad that we was able to, do that here for sure.
Oh, cool. You like to go over the piece now?
Yeah. I was taken out of my environment and placed in confinement. Disconnected and deprived, I was separated from my pride. Confused when they threw me in a crowded cage. Chained as if I'm the one that need a restraint this place. Awake thoughts, I just want to escape. You see, I come from a free land. Black like Morgan State. But I'm no longer a free man. My image led to laughter when they tried to compare. No explanation, just a declaration led to my despair. They said I was the closest thing between an ape and a human. They said it as if it was proven. 1787, they wrote the Constitution. 1904, they picked me for my colony, questioning my evolution. Kidnapped and taken to St. Louis. By 1906, I ended up in the Bronx Zoo. I grew up in the jungle, wanting to climb trees, dreaming about wings I would inherit. They told me someone named Darwin would explain how I got here. Or at least why they felt it fitted in capturing and enclosed me with primates and a parrot. You ever been too broke to be embarrassed? Exhibited at a fair under conditions far from the fairest, the irony. Being brought to a free land to become a prisoner. Shit, 100 years later, I still feel like a visitor. Old Tut Banger was stolen from his land like many of our ancestors. Brought to this place of disorder and confusion. Displaced, displayed, and disrespected. You know they love to embarrass us. It's the biggest zoo in the world. We call it America. Where studies show Cajun mammals can lead to issues. Untamed aggression from the power that they misuse. Learned helplessness. It stems from not being able to control one's environment and the inability to engage in natural behaviors. How come God couldn't save him? Why my color not in favor? That boy put a gun to his head and I can't blame him. We visit zoos with no regards for the inhabitants. Imagine life with no naturalness. School with no graduates. The government, they like zookeepers. Head to toe, antagonists. It's hard to escape. I can't imagine it. So we adapt to the bars, but when you trapped in that box, it ain't no magic trick. That's why I stay guarded. Lion-hearted, the king regardless. Them hyenas lurking, I'm omnivorous, I'm from the forest. I'm from where the wolves be plotting to steal your porridge. Where eagles get clipped, close range, bright and early, the birds chirping from the morning. Daily adaptation, cause we ain't endangered species. We peel bananas to survive, but trust me, you don't wanna eat these, we keep bees, eye on the gates. So when that sting operating, make sure you're awake. Keep in mind, they always monitor behavior. Cause even though he made it out, it was too late to free the Banger. So next time you visit the zoo, make sure you follow all the rules, no matter what you do. No matter what you do, don't ever feed the animals. Incredible. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
So how long ago you read the piece?
Man, I finished that drum about 4 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I was in a crazy, I don't like to say writing block, but man, I was just stuck, man. I think life was just was doing life things, and yeah, I had to kind of get out of that whatever it was, and but the cloud got from over me, and then everything just started flowing about like a week and a half ago, for real, like, you know what I mean? So I just been trying to ride that wave, and the memorization part, really, that's not the most difficult thing to me. It's just writing it and then getting comfortable with it, and then me being happy and comfortable with the piece, you know what I'm saying, and the end result. And I feel very good about both the joints that I got. I speak for the people. These transparency talks for those that see through. I see you. Praying for sight like an eagle. Soaring for sights from heights. Portraying pictures unperceivable. You really that deceivable?
I feel good. I work well under pressure and maybe become at times too reliant on being able to work well under pressure. So that can be a little bit of procrastination too, maybe a nice way to say that.
One of the club's finest. When I say he comes up and blazes absolutely every time, we are in for a treat. Can we give it up for the Incredibul Tut?
I felt like I prepared very well. I did a lot of research leading up to before, especially being new to the whole slam poetry scene. And I feel like I embodied what I wanted to embody.
Welcome to the journey, when we follow an artist from point A to point B. Coming up next, we have Incredibul Tut. Let's follow a poet preparing for his first major slam, Charm City in Baltimore. We will follow this artist leading up to the slam. We will see his progress and where he's at on his journey for his first major slam. The journey.